Hello guys, Jake from Fish and Feather here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the PetWorx Nano Tank range. So these are the range they have in stock at the moment. We're going to focus today's video on the Nano30. So we'll come have a closer look at this, run through what you can do with the tank and how you can set it up and what comes in our bundle. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so this is the Nano30. We're going to take a closer look at this tank here, what our setup comes with, what's required for keeping fish, and how to look after them. So we'll jump into the mechanics and everything about that with the tank. So if you want to come closer and have a look now, we'll go through that. So this is how the tank comes. This is what you would expect to get when you purchase a cold water or a tropical setup. This is an example of a tropical setup here. It has a heater. So obviously the tank comes with a cover glass. Nice. All right, so the tank comes with a 6-watt LED light. This light is suitable for plant growth, so you can have live plants in your aquarium. Simple switch on the back of the tank, on and off. You can obviously purchase a timer which can then be run on the tank. With your tank aquarium lights, you want them on for about 8 to 10 hours. Any longer than that is just going to promote algae growth, which obviously we don't want in our aquariums. Alrighty, so now let's jump into the filter compartment to the tank. So it has a inbuilt backdrop filter, which is really nice and handy. It's included in the tank obviously, so no extra cost there, and it looks nice and sleek as well. So we've got sponges. These are what is going to be the filtration to your tank. Simple, take them out, give them a clean, add them back to the tank. So how the filter works is through here, it draws in your water, goes through the sponges, obviously cleans it, and then that gets delivered back into the tank through your pump and your outlet there. What also is quite fancy about this filter compartment, if you do purchase the tropical setup, we can, obviously it includes a heater, which that heater can just be slid down into this compartment back here, and then it's hidden away. So it's not taking away from the tank itself, it's all hidden back in the filter compartment, which is definitely a plus. So with the tropical or cold water setups, they come with our 3-step process. So that includes your water conditioner, otherwise known as GH or general hardness, that adds minerals to your tank. It also comes with KH powder. Now with the KH powder, your carbonate hardness, this does vary depending on which fish you go for. So for example here we have wild KH. This is for your Amazon Asian fish like neon tetras, fighting fish and so on. Otherwise you also have standard KH. Like this one here, this one is for your cold water fish, goldfish and danios, and your live bearers, so guppies, mollies and platies. So that does vary on there. What your KH does is going to help balance and maintain your pH necessary for said fish, and it's also going to help feed your live plants and keep your good bacteria alive as well. So that's that process there. The tropical and cold water setups also include water purifier. So what this does is it removes chlorine and chloramines in our tap water, making tap water safe to use for your fish. With our setups, we include a 2-kilo bag of natural gravel. Now the natural gravel does not alter your pH levels, it keeps it all exactly the same. No water chemistries are getting changed with this gravel here. Now the gravel comes in 2 different colors. You've got your white and gold and you've got your browns. So depending on what look you want for the tank will depend on what color option you go for. Now there is a option tab on our website which you can choose which color gravel you want to include with your setup. With the setup, again, cold water or tropical, 2 different varieties, obviously 2 different foods. We've got our goldfish flakes or the tropical flakes. So depending on which option you choose for, cold water or tropical, will then vary which food you get. Both are included in the kit, and again, that option is available with choosing tropical or cold water setup on our website. So stocking the tank, how many fish and what sort of fish can I have? We'll run through that now. We'll go over to our fish wall and go have a look. Come with me. Okay, so for cold water, we've got a few different options. White clouds and danios, they're your small fish. You have 8 to 10 of those little dudes in there. Or if you come down this way, you've got your goldfish. So for a tank that size, you want to avoid comets. Comets get too large, they're going to outgrow that aquarium. But you can have up to 2 of your fantails or black moors and your smaller ornamental goldfish like that. So 2 of them, perfectly fine. On to our tropical fish here. We're going to start with our first section. Tropical fish are split into 2. Here we have our live bearers. So as I said, platies, mollies, swordtails and guppies. So for basically mollies, swordtails and your platies, you're going to be looking around probably 4 to 5 of them. 4 is a comfy amount for those guys. So that's them. If you head down this way a little bit more, it then moves into your guppies. So we've got quite a wide variety of guppies. They come in all sorts of colors and types. They're going to be looking towards 6 guppies in a 30-litre tank like that. So there are your options there for your live bearers. On to our second section of the tropical fish. This is your Amazon Asian section. This is our largest variety of fish that we have here at Fish and Feather, and some that are also suitable for our Nano30s. Along the lines of probably our most popular setup combination we do is half a dozen neon tetras and a fighter fish. A few other combinations, most of your small tetras are perfectly fine, up to 5 of those, 5 to 6 of those. Some fish to avoid are things like your rainbow fish, gouramis, angelfish and sharks tend to outgrow small aquariums like that, so they won't be acceptable, but most of your small tetras will be perfectly fine in a Nano30. Alright, so now that we've gone through some of the options for our Nano30, remember you can always give us a call or message us via Facebook to find out what other fish are suitable for your aquarium. And remember, this setup and all things for your pet's needs are available on fishandfeather.com.au. Free delivery up to 20 k's from our store, and click and collect as well is also an option. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.